Getting everything set up, guys. If you guys are already on, thank you for tuning in early. Getting set up on the big screen right now. Right now, we should be on live on Instagram, TikTok.
Good, man. Let's do it.
What's up, guys? This is Big Dru back at it again. This is Titan Lifestyle. I do this every Friday at 2 p.m. What do? I talk about current events, crazy topics that I pick out. Q&A, questions, my favorite part of the show that you guys ask. I answer your questions. I talk about Titan events, and I also talk about the Therapy of the Week. Therapy of the Week is what we do here at Titan every week. We pick out one of our special blend Titan therapies. We talk about it, and a lot of time we have specials and discounts going on Therapy of the Week. So if you guys are interested in getting a deal, make sure you tune in every week, or you can also check out the podcast. And you guys keep a heads up so you guys can know what specials we have, what the Therapy of the Week is, and how you guys can benefit from it. Let's see who we got on real quick. Art's going to pull up the big screen for me. We got Progress with Parkinson's. I like the name. Gabriella. We got Mark. We got Mendo Boys. We got YG Lee. I think he's officially a Titan now. So if you guys don't know YG Lee, he tunes in every week. We had like a countdown with him. Depending when he's going to become a Titan. So I think he's official this week. So shout out to YG Lee. Shout out to Jack 42570. Shout out to bringing the beard back. Worm, I like that. I got the beard gang. Shout out to Holden Outlog, USC Trojans. We got a Trojan fan in the building. Irish 6133. Champ is back. I like the name. We got a lot of people on right now. Addict Queen. Shout out to Addict Queen. Titan Medical's own Addict Queen. Had a great lost weight transformation. If you guys don't know about our weight loss transformations, about a year ago, we had a contest. We had a male and a female use our therapies and do a weight loss thing. Addict Queen was one of the ladies that won the event. So she lost a ton of weight. She's looking great. And she's continued with it too. So a lot of times when people do weight loss challenges, they do the challenge, they win the contest, they receive the prize, but then they kind of just fall off. Shout out to Titan's own Addict Queen because she's still killing it and she's looking better and better every week. So shout out to her too. Who else we got? Titan Medical's on here, of course. Shout out to Mark on there. Big Dru, what's up? Got to use the U though. DRU. Irish 6133, what up? Danny Lance. Cool Peel _ Chad. Islam Elway. If you guys are on here, we got a lot of people on right now. So if you guys have questions about anything, Titan therapies, nutrition, training, or anything at all, just shoot me a question. I'll be sure to answer it the best of my ability. So if you guys, if you have questions on therapies, ask me my own personal experience too. A lot of times people will know everything on paper about therapies, but they've never used it. So make sure you guys ask if it's a therapy. Ask me if I've used it specifically so I can tell you, my honest opinion. The Gianna Woods, I'm here, just your hottest busty blonde. Shout out to the Gianna Woods, self-proclaimed hottest busty blonde. Let me see who else. Midnight Wolf Moon, like the name. Pid 912. Where are you guys tuning in from? We got a lot of people on right now. You guys, what state, what city, or what country you in? And if you're in another country, give me your flag. I want to give shout outs to all the countries with the flags. Something I did a while back. We haven't had people on from overseas lately, but we used to have a bunch of African, Egyptians, and people over in the Middle East tuning in a lot. So, what's that?
You ready for the Therapy of the Week?
Yeah, let's get into the Therapy of the Week. One of my all-time favorites, MK-677. MK-677 is an oral therapy that we have here. It's in a capsule form. So you guys that don't like injections, are you afraid to take them, or you need someone else to do it for you, MK-67 is a capsule form. You take it prescribed as your medical provider, but normally it's about 1 capsule per day. But again, go off of what the bottle says. It's going to increase your muscle mass. It's going to increase your stamina, reduces excess body fat, faster healing, firmer, healthier skin, increases bone density. It's going to raise your IGF-1 levels, promotes protein synthesis, anti-inflammatory. It basically does everything you could do. Now, what are you gonna get? This is something that I use. I use probably maybe 3 or 4 times throughout the year, depending on what I want to do. If I want to, gain muscle, if I want to eat, if I want to sleep. One of the side effects that I get from it, I'll talk about the negative ones first because there aren't many with this. One of the negative, and it could potentially be a positive side effect too, but one of the only negative side effects I'll hear about from MK-677, it boosts your appetite so much that it's hard to stay on a strict diet nutrition plan. Now, if that's the case, just don't keep junk food in your house, or just don't walk around or be around junk food. But if you can control your diet, MK-677 is one of the best, if not the best, lean muscle mass builder you could take out of anything we have here at Titan. If you guys are doing HRT, you're looking to gain a little bit of muscle, looking to gain a little bit of, a little bit of more mass to your body, lean mass. You can combine it with HRT. You can combine it with pretty much anything we have here at Titan. And again, it's a capsule, so you just take one capsule a day. If you guys are looking to gain weight, if you guys are guys or girls, if you guys are hard gainers, in other words, you've been trying everything, you've been eating junk food, you've been eating calories after calories, and adding butter to your meals, and carbon up like crazy, and everything from sugar to anything you can do to gain weight, and you can't gain the weight, this is definitely going to help you gain the weight. Now, when you hear the word weight, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be fat. You're going to gain quality muscle. But if you're having trouble eating your food, if you're like, I can't eat 5-6 meals a day, you'll have no problems if you take MK-677. Now, on the flip side, if you're having trouble eating too much from MK-677, you could take it before you go to bed. Now, if you take it before you go to bed, it does help you rest a little bit, so you're going to be growing as you sleep. Everybody knows the muscle repairs itself when it's recovering and resting, so your time to sleep is very imperative for muscle gain or fat loss. So if you take it before you go to sleep, it's going to help you sleep better, and you're going to avoid overeating because you're going to be sleeping throughout the night. You're not going to be awake realizing how hungry you are. So again, if you guys want to eat a lot, take it first thing in the morning. You'll be able to eat your food throughout the day. Just make sure it's clean food. And if you want to take it to get all the benefits from it, but you're afraid you'll eat too much, take it at nighttime. And again, it's a capsule form, no injections necessary. We service all 50 states, so call 727-389-3220, and we can ship it out to you. If you guys are in Idaho, that's the only state that we don't ship to currently. We're still working on that. If you guys know somebody else in a neighboring state or another state, you could use their address. We could send that to them, and then they could ship to you, which is 100% legal. So we're not cutting corners by doing that. We're just letting you know, if you're in Idaho, you have to have it sent somewhere else. But let the medical providers know when you call. Say, look, I'm in Idaho, but this is the address I want to use. My brother, my sister, my mother, my father, whatever. And we can send it to them, and then they can get it out to you.
Want some comments?
Yeah, I see some comments. And if you guys have any questions about our therapy of the week, MK-677, let me know. I'll try to get those. We got John on here, said semaglutide is a game changer as well. Very much so. If you guys are familiar with what semaglutide is, basically you've been under a rock somewhere, because you guys have probably seen it all over the commercials. Ozempic is the name that you'll hear the most, but the actual ingredient is semaglutide. We call it Aries here at Titan Medical. So if you ask for Aries, you're going to get semaglutide. Now, semaglutide, basically you were going to lose weight. I'm not going to say guaranteed, but I haven't heard of anybody not losing weight from this. You're going to lose probably about 20% of your body weight. So if you guys don't like to exercise, this is something you could take and you will still lose the weight. Obviously, I always recommend combining diet and exercise when you take it. Don't just take it and sit on the couch. But again, that's probably the best thing we have for weight loss. It's not just something we have, it's all over the place. But again, make sure you're getting it from a licensed U.S. pharmacy. That's why you guys got to call us and get it done the right way. I've heard of people lately buying semaglutide online with no prescriptions. Good luck with that. It might not be what it says it is. It might not be made sterile. You might have an infection. You might take something you're allergic to. And again, if you're getting it from a company that's not a licensed pharmacy and you don't have a prescription, they're basically using you as a lab rat, saying on the bottle, will say, for research purposes only. What that means, it saves them. If anything happens to you, it's research. It's not intended for human use. So again, don't do it that way. Call the office. Make sure you get it done the right way with a prescription. Not only to make sure you know what you're getting, to make sure you don't have an infection or dealing with unsterile product.
And they've been cracking down on it too.
Yeah, they're cracking down on it big too. So all these websites, I mean, if you guys put it into perspective, would you go online and order like heroin or cocaine? I mean, that's crazy. So why would you go online and order something that's illegal? Whether you can get a prescription or not, if you need a prescription for it, it's illegal. So you're basically going online ordering something that's illegal. So not only are you risking messing up your body, Having an abscess if it's not sterile. Taking something that it's not what it's supposed, it's not what it says on the bottle, because they're not worried. You're just research. You're a lab rat. And not only that, it's illegal. So now you have to worry about, having something sent to your house that's illegal. So now you have the legal aspect. You have it could be fake. There's a lot going on. So even if you've done it before and it's worked, it's only a matter of time before you got that knock on your door from the authorities, or you have that knot in your arm from some bad product. It's just not a way to go. Let's see what else we got on here.
That was so the gentleman asked. John is the one that answered. He said, "Can you take terzepeptide to control diet?" And then John said, "Yes."
Yes, you can take terzepeptide to control diet as well. Terzepeptide is probably might be a next level up from semaglutide. It's something we have here at Titan too. It's something new, a little bit newer than semaglutide. So if you guys are like, terzepeptide, what's that? I haven't heard of that. Google it up or call the office, and one of our medical providers can tell you all about it. But yeah, it's a great alternative, and it's a little bit, if you guys have tried semaglutide and you might want to try something else, terzepeptide is the way to go as well.
All right, you want to get into the first topic?
First topic, let's get it. I had a topic like this a while back, and it's just crazy that it happened again. This topic isn't so much about the topic, it's about the position that people put themselves in to be able to do stuff like this. First topic, 32-year-old woman posed as a Boston high school student is facing charges. So again, I'm not sure if it's been a year or months. I've done so many shows, I can't really tell how long ago it was, but a while back I did a show about a lady that went to school, and she was older, and she posed as a teenager, filled out fake paperwork, and she did it. Now this woman is older. She's a 32-year-old woman, and in Boston, her name's doesn't have her name on here. It has the superintendent's name, but she's a 32-year-old woman that basically just falsified documents saying that she's a teenager and she started going to a high school. Now, my thing is this is her third high school doing this. So she did it once for a few months, then left, then did it again for a few months, and then left. And this is her third time doing this. So clearly there's a mental thing with this woman. The only time I've seen people do this where it actually makes sense, even though it's illegal and against the rules, is for sports. Normally you'll see maybe a woman or maybe a man that's 22 years old from California, and they got into legal trouble, so they left, they started a new life all the way across the country, maybe here in Florida, and then now they're still a good basketball player or football or baseball or whatever, and they want to go to high school so they can get a college scholarship, so they can go to school for free, so they can play their sport. That's how it normally works. But when people are just going just to go, I feel like it's a mental thing. Maybe this woman has a mental issue where she literally feels like she's a kid. People can identify and say they're anything now. Maybe she really feels like she's a kid. Now, one of the most disturbing things I saw about this article, or this case, or however you want to call it, is the woman works for social services. So she works for the Department of Child Services, and then she's falsifying documents so she could be in an atmosphere around children. So it seems to me like this woman has a mental issue where she either wants to be around kids or she feels like she is a kid. But the simple fact that she works for the state or the Department of Child Services and is still doing this, I mean, maybe that's the reason why she knew how to falsify the documents, because of the position she's in. But again, this goes deeper with me. This goes more so as be careful of people in a position of authority and believing them just because they're in that position. In other words, if there's a coach, you have a kid that the coach seems off, he's off for a reason. If your kid goes to a camp and has a counselor that seems off for this and that, certain stuff just seems off. People put them like if a person wants to be around alcohol, they may become a bartender, or vice versa. It goes all different levels. But the fact that she worked for the state or the Department of Child Services and did this is crazy. Like, what's the point of it? There's no point. Only unless she wanted to go back to school to get a degree, so then she could have a better job that she's in now. But it's only a matter of time before they find out. And this isn't a woman that's a couple of years removed from high school. I mean, she's 32. So, I mean, if she had a baby at 16, the baby would be 16. So I mean, yeah, it's kind of a weird topic, but I don't understand why people are doing this, and it's happened a lot. When I looked up this article, there was a lot of other articles happening where women in their late 20s, 30s are going back to high school. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm gonna go deeper into it and figure out if I can find out why they're doing this. But again, the only time I've ever heard of this when I was in school, people thought I was older than what I was because of the way I look. So it was kind of like, this kid's 30, but he's really, whatever. But that's usually for a sport. This is nuts. I don't know. If you guys know anybody that we were in high school or middle school with that was older, that's kind of like a good, like, it's funny like hearing these stories. When I was in middle school, there was a kid that was 16. He stayed back 2 years. He was in middle school for 5 years. He was in 6th grade for 2 years, 7th grade for 1 year, and 8th grade for 2 years. So he was in middle school for 5 years. 8th grade, he was 16. He used to drive his mom's Caravan and pick us up. It was just crazy. We used to always be like, yeah, you're 16 and you're in middle school. So, but the thing is with him is we knew how old he was. I mean, this lady was 32 years old, going to school with people that probably had kids that were the same age as parents the same age as she was. So crazy story. Any other people on here right now, or any other people flooded with people? Good.
Start giving shout out.
Okay, I'll give them quick. Muslim Hadafar 247 Khaled, it's all balance. Makadam, I'm not sure what Jose Batista Hammer 9251 343 Jay Parker, JC 79 Big Sexy 21 Pano, Samantha Wells, Envy Jolie Official, G. Gill 79 DJ TA Conceal Beats, Old Broken and Salty. I like that name. That's a good name. Mike AD, UADW joined. KD Amp for Life, World Champion. We got a lot of people on right now. But shout out to everybody who's on. D. Moretas, Road Dog, Oscar, Dro Santella, Tyrod, Bobby, we got Heart Hacker, MP07. We got a lot of people on right now. But thank you for everybody for tuning in. We're doing Q&A right now, so if you guys have any questions, shoot me a question about therapies, one of the topics, any events we have coming up, any crazy bodybuilding or nutrition stories that you'd want me to talk about next week. So again, too, guys, when I ask Q&A, if you guys have something you want me to touch base on, a topic, let me know. I'll throw it in my notes, and then hopefully next week you guys will hear me talk about it. Stewie, Hamid, Hosen, Ernesto, Pina, Keel Beso, Coach 73, a lot of people. Escobar, Gustin, a lot of people on right now. So shout out to all that. We got some Titan events coming up, big Titan events coming up. We got brand new one just added to the list. If you guys don't know who Jason Skeldon is, he's one of the local artists here at Tampa. We have a lot of Skeld's artwork up in here. You just can't see it right now. Yeah, if you guys pull up, you guys can check out on the big screen behind me. Jason Skeldon. Make sure you guys follow him on Instagram. He's got a lot of crazy ass. I don't know what the word for it is. Not vintage.
Pop art.
Pop art. Yeah, pop art. You guys have probably seen some of the Tom Brady art he did. Shout out to Mike O'Hearn. Mike O'Hearn was in town last week and had a great time. Great content. He came down with his girlfriend and the son and everything like that. Little Titan came down, so it was a great time. But yeah, he actually did a nice painting for Mike O'Hearn as well. So that's going to be June 30th, which is tonight. Save the Squirrels art show. It's hosted at the hotel at the Marriott. So if you guys, what Marriott is it at? I believe it's downtown.
Yeah, it's the AC Hotel one. AC Hotel by Marriott.
Okay, it's at the AC Hotel by Marriott. So if you guys Google AC Hotel Marriott, because it's probably a lot of Marriott. Tickets are sold out, but you never know. Go on there, see what you could do. Hey, it is what it is. If you show up at the event and linger around outside, you never know. You might be able to talk to somebody or get a ticket, or who knows. That's what I would do. I mean, don't be annoying and go down there and be up in the door asking questions. But if you guys didn't get tickets, this is where it's at tonight. Save the Squirrels. It's gonna be crazy. Skeld's art shows are always good. The atmosphere is always good. The energy is always good. Skeld's a good dude. So I'm very happy with Skeld and all he's accomplished. I mean, he's blowing up. So it's good. I love it. Next one, we have the Nuthouse Picklebar Tournament High Five Incorporated. That is July 7th and July 8th. This is a brand new event, Nuthouse Pickleball Tournament. Brand new event. I'm literally reading this for the first time, guys. It just got added to the list. July 6th, 7 p.m. and July 8th to July 8th at 8 p.m. Beverly Boulevard, Brandon, Florida. The Nuthouse, along with High Five Inc., are looking for pickleball players for their pickleball tournament taking place July 7th and 8th. High Five, powered by Titan Medical. So very excited. New sponsorship event. So, hey, we love it. Pickleball, I don't know much about it, but I definitely want to watch it or definitely want to get involved in it. And again, that's going to be July 7th and July 8th, so about a week, a little over a week away. Next Friday, I believe. And, it's going to be a good show. Pickleball. See, I'm going to watch some pickleball tonight just to get me in the mood, get me in the...
It's like ping pong, but on a tennis court with big paddles.
Yeah. With a padded, it's padded, like...
No, it's not padded. It's like plastic almost. And the rules are crazy, dude.
Yeah.
The rules are really weird. That's the only thing I don't like about it. They're very specific, so.
Yeah, so it's good. Art says it's kind of like ping pong, but with big paddles on a tennis court. So I love ping pong, but yeah, I can't wait to see it. I want to know who the pickleball players are because, basketball, baseball, everyone knows, you're in high school, who the good players are. This is like a different type sport, so I wonder if we're going to have any real, like, pickleball players, like, showing up, like, these guys or girls that like do this in tournaments and stuff. So I love stuff like this. Something new to watch, so something to get into. I'll be terrible at it. I'll probably tell you that right away. My lateral movement is not the same as it used to be. So ping pong it is for me, where I can stand in one place. But pickleball is going to be fun. July 7th and 8th, and it's in Brandon, Florida. After that, we have the Tampa Pro. Very excited about this. That's August 3rd to August 5th. At the Grand Hyatt Bayport here in Tampa. Shout out to Tim Gardner, put on another great show. Tampa Pro is actually a national qualifier for amateurs, which is NPC, and it's also an Olympia qualifier for pros, which is IFBB. So if you guys want to get your pro card, you're trying to get qualified, come to this. All you pros, if you've already qualified for this show and you're on the competitors list, good luck to you with the Olympia qualification. So a lot of guys, almost every year I see someone go to the Olympia from the show that hasn't been there or wasn't really projected to go. So guys and girls, great show. Again, that's August 3rd and through the 5th. That's right here at Grand Hyatt Tampa. So if you guys Google the Hyatt, make sure it's the Grand Hyatt Bayport. And again, that's like less than 10 minutes from the airport. So if you guys are coming in town and you stay near the airport, the venue is literally 5-10 minutes away. Or if you stay downtown, it's about a 10-15 minute drive. So if you want to stay downtown and check out the city, you're still only 10 to 15 minutes from the airport or from the Grand Hyatt Bayport. After that, St. Pete Fashion Week, September 15th and 16th. That is in Coastal Creative address, which is 2100 First Ave South, St. Petersburg, Florida. So we do have an address for this now. Before the address was to be determined, but it's at the Week Coastal Creative.
Just Coastal Creative, that's a typo. Coastal Creative.
Coastal Creative, okay. That's 2101 First Ave, St. Petersburg. If you guys check the monitor behind me or on the website, you can check out where exactly the location is. St. Pete Art Fashion Week's a great time. We have music. We have the ladies modeling the clothes. I'll be modeling some of the clothes. Maybe we'll have a couple other male models modeling some of the athletic wear or formal wear. But it's a great time, family event. Come out, bring the kids, watch the show, listen to music. You can get your tickets online too, so check the monitor, check the link, grab your tickets. General admission tickets are only $25. VIP tickets are a little more, but again, general admission is only $25. You get to watch a fashion show, you get to see the best fashions, have a couple drinks, listen to the music, mingle. Great time, great time. After that, Hurricane Pro, another Tampa show, another Tim Gardner show. Tim Gardner is like the king of Tampa. Well, he's all over, but he's like the guy in Tampa for shows. Hurricane Pro, that's at St. Pete Coliseum. Again, great venue. If you guys don't know the movie Cocoon, that was actually filmed at the Coliseum in St. Pete. It's an old school movie from like the 80s. But there was a couple scenes that were in that. So if you guys go to this show and the building looks familiar, it's probably from that movie, the pool scene in that movie. But again, that is the Hurricane Pro St. Pete, and that is October 21st. Shout out to Tim Gardner. After that, we have the Olympia. Very, very excited about this. We're a sponsor here at the Olympia this year, and this year the Olympia is in Orlando, so the O is in the O. And another good thing about this is that it was scheduled to be in Orlando. Like I've said in the past couple of weeks, the last time the Olympia was in Orlando, it was like during the whole pandemic. It was kind of last minute. It wasn't really set up properly like how it would normally be. This time it's been planned ahead. The expo is going to be bigger than it's ever been. The show is going to be bigger than it's ever been. It's at the Orange County Convention Center right in Tampa, in Orlando, Florida. There's plenty of hotels and food spots right around there, so you can come and stay. If you stay close to the Orange County Convention Center, you probably won't have to drive anywhere. If you stay right there, everything's connected. Everything's real close, and Orlando's a great city for food and events. That's the Olympia. And again, we're one of the sponsors, so if you guys go to the show, even if you don't go to the actual Olympia, you can come by the expo, get tickets for the expo, they're real cheap. You can come by the booth, you can meet all the Titan athletes, you can meet other athletes, you can come by, you can grab a picture, grab some free leggings or a t-shirt. And again, that's all part of the expo only. So if you guys hear about the Olympia, like, yeah, I want to go to the Olympia, but I can't afford it or I don't have tickets, as long as you get a ticket to the expo, you'll be able to walk around all the booths and come to the Titan booth and grab your free stuff. After that, we have the Festivals of Speed at the Ritz-Carlton. We'll be in Orlando that same weekend for the Olympia, which ends on 11/5. This also is 11/5. It's going to be that Sunday at the Ritz-Carlton. So we'll literally be staying in the same hotel because everything's in the same area. We're going to go straight from the Olympia right on over to the Ritz-Carlton, set everything up, bring all the cars out there for the Festivals of Speed car show. So if you guys want to see any of the Titan cars, we got the Titan Lambo, we got the Titan C8, we got the Titan C8 Z06, we got the Titan Hellcat, we got the Titan Escalade. So a lot of Titan vehicles that's going to be there. So come by, we'll crank them up, let you guys listen to them. You can take pictures in them. We might let a few select people actually get into the car and take a picture, but that's, we'll see about that one. Again, that's Cars and Couture, Festivals of Speed. And that's in Orlando. Another car show 2 weeks after that. We love cars, we love fashion, and we love bodybuilding shows here. So, Cars and Couture, 11/18. That's the last event that we have so far this year. 11/18. That's going to be at the Motor Enclave, which is 6499 North Falkenburg Road in Tampa, Florida. So that's kind of going towards the Brandon area side of Tampa, Florida. Again, another car show. It's kind of like the Festivals of Speed, but it's just a different setup, a different name, and a different company. So we'll have all the cars out there. We'll have all the music out there. There'll be live music, cocktails, fashion show, car display. It's a great show. And again, that's going to be November 18th, and that's going to be on Falkenburg Road in Tampa, Florida. The attire for that is going to be black tie optional, and gowns or cocktail dresses for women. So a lot of times people hear about these events, they don't know what they could wear. I always wear gym clothes, so I like to know this before I get there and have to turn around and go change. So the attire for the Cars and Couture is black tie optional for men and gowns or cocktail dresses for women. That's pretty much it for events. Let me just check the monitor one more time, make sure I don't have any questions that you guys have before we get off here. Bunch of people. Are you familiar with Rock Steady Boxing for Parkinson's? I'm going in July to get certified. I am an ISS, a personal trainer for Parkinson. Okay, let's see what else we got on here. We got a lot of people on here. Almost too many people to give shout outs. What's up, Titan fan? Big Dru. What's up? We got Strength Addicts on here. David Moore, DM Wyatt. We got S. Wells, M.E. Puff, Youssef, David Marcus. Tampa Pro will be off the chain. I think Hunter's doing it. The kid is looking jaw-dropping. Yeah, Hunter looks crazy. Yeah, Hunter definitely looks good. Hopefully he's not still blending his food and actually eating whole meals so as he can get his gut in check.
Last topic?
Last topic. That was the last topic.
No, you had one more, didn't you? It was taking testosterone without getting blood work done.
Yes, very important. Guys, next topic is taking testosterone without getting your blood work done in a prescription is not HRT. I hear this not even every day, like multiple times throughout the day. People will tell me, oh yeah, I tell them about Titan, or they know about Titan, we have that conversation, blah, 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 and they basically say, oh yeah, I'm doing HRT right now, but I'm doing it on my own. I said, what do you mean? They said, oh, I just bought my testosterone somewhere, and I just take what I would normally take that they would tell me to take an HRT. Just because you're taking 100 or 200 milligrams of testosterone every week does not necessarily mean you're doing HRT. HRT means hormone replacement therapy. Now, in order for us to replace your hormones, you have to get your blood work done to figure out where your hormones are at to begin with. So you can't, if you're already optimal in your testosterone, if you're already, say if you're a man, if you're already 850, you're already where you should be. You don't need any more testosterone. So if you're already 850, and then because you know someone that's only taken 1 ml of testosterone cypionate a week, you're like, yeah, I'm going to do that too. Now you're not 850 anymore. Now you might be 1500, which is too high for anybody to give you any testosterone. So the only way you can do HRT is if you get your blood work done. It's through a medical provider, and they're monitoring your blood work, and they're giving you prescriptions based off of what you need from your blood work. So unless you're getting blood work done, unless you're in a medical provider's office, unless you're talking with doctors and nurses about your hormones and checking your levels, you're not doing HRT. The only thing you're doing is an HRT dosage of testosterone. But if you're already 877, 8, 900, 1,000, then that little bit of testosterone is going to put you too high. So, and then again, you're not really doing HRT if you're not taking the proper ancillaries like, estrogen blockers or something for your prolactin levels. All that's checked through your blood work. So doing whatever you think is an HRT doses of testosterone every week is not HRT. The only way to really do HRT is to call 727-389-3220. Tell them you want to get started. We'll send you someplace closest to you. You get your blood work done. Once your blood work comes back to us, our medical provider will call you and go over your blood work with you. If you're low on testosterone, just say for a man, say if you're in the 2, 3, 400s, that's very low, then they may prescribe you testosterone to get you to an optimal level, which will be just averages. Everyone's different, maybe 8, 900. So again, taking it on your own is not HRT. HRT is having everything regulated through your blood work through a U.S. licensed pharmacy, not an online, doctor or online place to let you order this or order that. So if you're gonna do it the right way. That's the only way you're gonna know if everything's regulated properly. And just because your dosage is the same as your best friend who's the same height and the same weight and the same years in the gym does not mean your levels are going to be the same. So get your blood work done. That's the only way to know. And that's the only way you can call it hormone replacement therapy. Any other questions real quick before we get out of here? Just letting you guys know about blood work. We do offer in-house blood work now. So if you guys in the past have called in before, or last I heard they can't do it in-house. If you're local or you're in the Tampa area and you would like to come by the office, you can come in and get your blood work done in-house. You can call, schedule over the phone, or you could show up as well and go through the process too, but I'd advise you just to call first. Hey, I'm in town, I want to get my blood work done, and that way when you come in, they'll speed up the process. Last thing you can do is click the link in my bio or Titan's website, fill out the new patient paperwork. So that way, depending on if you're getting blood work or you're getting HRT or whatever you decide you want to do with Titan, when you call, you could just say, hey, I filled out the new paperwork. They can look up your name, and then boom, make it a lot faster for you guys. So that's pretty much it for Titan Lifestyle this week. I do this every week at 2 p.m. I also have a podcast, which is this show. You can check that out too. Just Google Titan Medical Podcast. You can listen to all the shows I've done. Check us out on TikTok. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Facebook. And also make sure you guys hit the bell on the YouTube channel to be notified of videos just like this. I'll be back next week at 2 p.m. Guys, get your questions ready. And if you have any suggestions of topics that you want me to do, shoot me a DM or shoot me a message. Or you can let Titan know and they'll let me know. And if it's something that's worth talking about, I'll talk about it. And again, get your questions ready. I'll see you guys next week. Titan Lifestyle, 2 p.m. Have a great week. And